Yo, welcome back again today, guys. And today we're going to talk about another person of African descent. And this one is very deep to my heart and close to me because I'm a very big car guy. So if you guys don't know, I love cars. I love rally, I love F1, I love drifting, circuit racing, different kind, GT class, GT2, GT3, Gymkhana. I can go on for days and days and days. But today we're going to be talking about another black man and one of the best F1 drivers in history, and also the first F1 driver in history as well. So let's just jump right into it. I'm mad excited. Let's do this. Lewis Hamilton was born and raised in Stevenage, Hertfordshire, London, and this is where he began racing as a hobby. His father bought him a radio-controlled car when he was 6, and Hamilton soon began to beat adults racing these radio-controlled cars. Now, winning came natural to Hamilton, and soon after, his father enrolled him into go-karting. And if you guys have any car friends, or if you're a car guy or girl, and you know in this world that cars are very expensive, not just normal cars, but actually racing performance cars are very expensive. So just keep that in mind, that racing in general, whether it's go-karts all the way up to F1 cars, is a very expensive thing. So Hamilton's father, to do this, would work many jobs just to keep Hamilton racing, and also served as a mechanic. Now, Hamilton's father believed in him so much that he would repair and tune Hamilton's go-kart sometimes as late as 4 o'clock in the morning, and then getting up at 6 a.m. to go to work. So only 2 hours of rest some nights. And he sacrificed every penny in his days to help Hamilton shine. When Hamilton would go to the track, many people looked at him, his father, and his brother due to the poor condition of his go-kart compared to other drivers' shiny machines or shiny go-karts. But that did not matter to Hamilton, because with his skill and his dedication, Hamilton by 10 was crowned the youngest to ever win the British Cadet Kart Championship. And this was with less than 2 years of experience, which is amazing. Now, Hamilton's racing style is very fierce and very fast-paced, almost unbelievably fast, especially for a person that's not into racing or cars. This would probably be mind-shockingly or superhero-like fast. But Hamilton's racing style was such at an amazing level as far as speed, it helped him to fill up his trophy case with many karting titles throughout his go-karting career. Now, Lewis Hamilton also made sure that Ron Dennis, which is McLaren's boss, noticed his swift rise through the ranks. In 1998, Don Dennis signed Hamilton to McLaren's Young Drivers program. This was a crucial moment, and with McLaren's financial support, his dad would not have to strain as much. His father would then move to become Lewis Hamilton's manager. Lewis Hamilton would now compete on a large stage, and Hamilton won numerous European karting titles with ease. By the age of 15, he was crowned the sport's youngest number ones and still holds this record to this day. Now, with Lewis Hamilton's talent, it would bring in more offers to race in series, and in 2002, he opted for the highly competitive British Formula Renault series. Though people and critics had fear he would not be able to cope with the higher horsepower cars, that was short-lived, and eventually those woes went away. In his single-seater racing debut season, he finished 3rd overall, and a year later, he won the championship after record-breaking 10 wins, 9 fastest laps, and 11 pole positions. Hamilton would soon move to the F3 Euro Series, where it took him some time to get used to and adjust to the series. In the first year, he finished 5th in the standings, but won the title in his second year. Now, driving for the ASM team helped Hamilton as well, and he also dominated the competition. In 2006, he would move to GP2 with a spectacular performance. Hamilton outshined Alexander Prima and Nelson Piquet Jr., his more experienced teammates, winning the title that year. In 2007, Hamilton would set numerous records in the first Formula One season. He also was the first black F1 driver in history and finished runner-up that season, in which there was only 1 point from him winning. Lewis Hamilton set records such as joint wins in a debut season, most points in a debut season, and the most consecutive podiums finishes in a debut season. Now, as you can definitely imagine, McLaren was very happy with Lewis Hamilton's success, and with the success, Hamilton would go on to win 4 Grand Prix in his debut season. McLaren had plans to pair Hamilton up with Fernando Alonso, which was a crazy move for a traditional squad, but this paid off with the wins from Hamilton and an intense rivalry. This rivalry would be intense on and off the track, in which in one season, Alonso got the best of Hamilton through experience and a little luck. Though Fernando Alonso would soon move back to Renault and Hamilton would lead for the majority of that season. Hamilton would have a tense title showdown in Brazil with Ferrari's Felipe Massa, though Hamilton passed by a single point in which he took 5th place he needed in the final corner. In 2008, Hamilton would win his first F1 title, and at the age of 23, he became the youngest driver to win and surpass Fernando Alonso. Hamilton would not be so successful in 2009 though. He would drive a car that was short on downforce and lacked the ability to keep up with the pace of other cars. He also suffered disqualification in Australia after judges said he misled race stewards. He, like a true champion, would never give up and turn his season around. He would soon be back on the top step podiums in 2010. Now, with the McLaren's MP4-25 increasingly outpaced by its Red Bull and Ferrari rivals, he lost his championship lead at round 14 in Italy and never regained it. He went into Abu Dhabi finale with an outside shot at the title, but ultimately finished 4th in the table. The 2011 season would be the toughest for Hamilton's Formula One career. Frustrated by the car that initially lacked race-winning potential and a series of uncharacteristic errors, which also involved Ferrari's Felipe Massa, would hurt Hamilton. These chain of events would lead to more steward visits, difficult relations with the media, and a growing interest in Lewis Hamilton's troubled personal life. Now, this was the first time that Lewis Hamilton finished under his teammates, in which he finished 5th and Button finished 2nd. 2012 would be another unsatisfying year for Lewis Hamilton, with an unreliable car ruining his championship bid, though this season was much more composed than the one before. Now, noticing Lewis Hamilton's devastating speed, Mercedes-Benz would sign Lewis Hamilton in 2013. This would be the second F1 team, and he did not disappoint. Victories in such places like Hungary in 5 pole positions and 4 podiums would carry him to 4th in 2013. Now, this would put him 2 places above his teammate, Nico Rosberg. Now, this rivalry would last into 2014, and this would be a hot season for Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton, armed with the dominant Mercedes F1 W05 hybrid, would win 11 races and clinch the 2nd World Drivers title. In 2015, he carried the same momentum, winning 10 times to become a 3-time world champion and the first person from Great Britain to secure back-to-back titles. In 2016, his season would not be as good, and he was hampered by poor starts and occasional reliability issues, and he ultimately came up 5 points short of his career-long rival. In 2017, Hamilton won his 4th title and joined the ranks of legendary F1 drivers in the world such as Sebastian Vettel and Ayrton Senna. Lewis Hamilton is now looking for his 5th title, and the chase continues to pass the most titled F1 driver in history, Michael Schumacher, with 7 titles in 19 years. Hamilton is one of the most gifted drivers ever in F1. He is a fierce racer, he has an eagle eye for overtaking other cars and vehicles, and he is a terrific qualifier, and there is very few places this living legend does not excel at. So guys, today we learned about another black man, a man of African descent that was a F1 driver, one of my most favorite F1 drivers of all history. It would be an honor to meet this man one day. I'm a big car guy. I don't know if you guys know or not. I tell people a lot, but I'm a big car guy. I love drifting. I love circuit. I love F1, GT, rally, like all kind of gymkhana. I could go on for days and days and days. Go-Karting. I just really love anything with a combustion motor and just racing for competition. So it would be an honor to meet this man one day. And guys, as always, like, subscribe, follow, everything. My Instagram, turn on the bell notification as well so you can always get updates. Everything, my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, what else, SoundCloud, and Facebook is all Afric Network. And also, after you do all that, make sure you check out Real Man Care, which is a part of my partnership, and it's a very great company if you're a man and you love body products that make you smell good in the shower or throughout the day. Definitely check them out. I have the link down in the description. And yo guys, until next time, each one teach one, always stick together. One love. Peace.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
Shalom.
What up?
Hi.
Africa.